Pavy Daily Takes back again. I don't have too much to go over today, but one thing I do want to talk about is something that's been, I kind of spoken on it a little bit, on the internet and in other places. But I just want to talk about the fact that I think when you see what Steph Curry and what the Warriors have done the past couple of years, I really think that they've poisoned everybody's minds in many ways. One, about what efficiency is, and also about the 3 point shot, and I mean about basketball in general. Honestly, I think that we're in the era because you see what Steph was able to accomplish and what Clay and what the Warriors as a whole were able to accomplish around a 3 point shot, or even like the Rockets. What they've been able to accomplish. I don't care what y'all say about the Rockets. Within the past 3 years, they've been one of the most winningest teams in basketball. Now, granted, I understand that they maybe didn't get it done. Maybe they couldn't beat the Warriors, but they couldn't beat a top fucking 10 team ever. To me, there's no real shame in that. I know people put so much on winning a championship, but to me, I don't think success is solely defined by championships, because I think organizations win championships as much as players. And I don't know if every organization every year is trying to win a championship. I think that they say they are, but then you'll see little moves that they do and little money that they don't want to spend, and it makes you question. If you really want to win a championship, I personally think that you would just pay that $7 million or that $8 million to keep a key player in your system. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to talk about the 3 point shot, and I just think that we're in this era. Even when I look at Giannis, when I look at Ben Simmons, when I look at some of these players, I think that people put so much onus on them learning how to shoot a three, and I don't think that they need to know how to shoot a three, bro. I think that even Giannis or Ben Simmons going out there taking 5 threes a game detracts from what they do best. Now, if you wide open, I would like to see you shoot the ball. But I don't think they need to be just out there hoisting up threes. I think that these guys need now the game. I think that these guys do need to work on is their little in between, that mid range game. We spoke about it a little bit on Hoops and Brews. Shout out Jack for coming through. But again, I think that the game that Ben Simmons needs to get is like a 15-foot game. If he could just work the mid range, get you a post game, get you a jump hook, get you a turnaround fade, shoot free throws better, bro. The thing with Ben Simmons for me is not that he won't shoot threes, is that he can't even shoot free throws. If he could shoot 75-80% from the line, I promise you his game will look a lot better. I think that sometimes he doesn't even want to be as aggressive as he should be, because he doesn't want to stand there on the line and have to make some free throws. Same with Giannis. With Giannis, I don't need Giannis out there taking 3-4 threes a game. I hope Giannis didn't spend his whole summer working on threes. The game he need to get is an inside game. The game he need to get is in the post. Can you imagine if Giannis had a fadeaway jumper, a turnaround fade, a jump hook? Who's blocking that? With his length, at his size, with his athletic ability, if he can get a turnaround fade, watch some KG footage. Get you a KG fade. You know what I'm saying? Get you a hook shot. Get you these types of things. I don't think that the 3 point shot needs to be something that every player needs to put a huge onus on doing. I saw a video Andre Drummond sitting out there shooting threes. Bro, why are you shooting threes? I don't even think Drummond's post game is developed to a level that's sufficient enough for me, to my liking. I hate when I see videos of guys just standing out there in the off season shooting threes, and they not guards, they big men. You out there taking all these threes, but you ain't even got no jump hook, bro. You ain't got a jump hook. You can't even make a 12-footer while you shooting threes, bro. You can't even make free throws while you shooting threes, bro. And just, again, I think that, just the era that we in, I understand, why people think that that's so important, but I think there's so many ways to win a basketball game besides being a great 3-point shooter. And even we had the argument yesterday on Hoops and Brews about Russ. I don't need Russ to be a great shooter. I need Russ to be a great free throw shooter. I need Russ to be able, if we talking about Russ and Harden, right? The year when Russ won MVP, he got to the line 10 times a game and shot, I think it was 84% from the line, right? Harden always shoots about 86% from the line. He's going to get to the line at minimum 9 times a game, 10 times a game. I think last year he got there 12 times, or it might have been 11.9, regardless. If he can get to the line, if both of them can get to the line consistently and shoot 80% from the free throw line, or like at least in between 80 to 87% from the free throw line, and you getting that 10 times a game, first of all, that's 20 free throws. That's probably 14 points off free throws from your backcourt a night. Like that's what takes free throws are really what takes your average from 16 to like 22. If you look at everybody who, besides Steph, he's the one anomaly because the men for the most part don't get to the line, except for in the finals. I think in the finals he put an onus on basically doing what Harden does, like flopping a lot, as people call it, flopping and getting to the line. And in the finals, he got to the line a lot. But besides Steph, for the most part, when people average numbers like 30 points, you're getting to the line a lot. You're not going to, average 30 points shooting threes. Even Harden, yeah, he took hella threes a game, but he got to the line 12 times. There was a game last year in which that man, I think, shot 1 for 16 from 3 and had 30 points because he got to the line like 20 times. You know what I'm saying? Like I think there are other ways to be successful in basketball besides besides being a great shooter, being a great 3-point shooter. And it annoys me that so many people think that that's how you have to play the game of basketball these days, and I completely disagree. I don't think mid-range shots are bad shots. Now I understand those long twos, those 22, foot twos that you could really just take one step and get behind the 3-point line. I get that, or those shots that's like right on the line. Like I get those. But I don't think the mid-range game is a bad thing to have. I mean, look at Kawhi. Kawhi basically had one of the best postseasons that I've witnessed, and he did that in the mid-range. Michael Jordan, mid-range scorer. Kobe Bryant, mid-range scorer. CJ McCollum, see what he does in the mid-range. Kevin Durant does a lot in the mid-range. The best scorer is Kyrie Irving. The best scorer still utilize the mid-range. That's also why I put Harden on my fourth list of scorers, because he doesn't utilize the mid-range. It's not that he can't do it. I just don't see him utilize it at all. But he gets to the line a lot. But he doesn't use the mid-range much. But basically the point of what I'm saying is everybody does not need to be a great shooter, bro. Like there are still ways to be effective and be a great offensive player if you aren't, the best shooter in the world. I think that all of these people, Ben Simmons, the Giannis, all those guys like that we think, need to work on their jump shot and their shot from three. I think they need to get a mid-range game and shoot free throws better. And can you imagine if Giannis shot 82% from the free throw line? He'd average 40. You can't stop the man. He'd average 40 points a night probably. He average giving you 26? If he could shoot, actually, well, not 40, but he definitely would be over 30 if he could shoot 82% from the free throw line. Even a guy like Lonzo Ball, right? I think the main thing that holds Lonzo back is he don't want to go to the free throw line. It's not that he can't shoot threes. It's that he don't want to go to the free throw line. With his quickness, with his size, when he's matched up against pretty much any point guard, he's a complete mismatch. He can pretty much get to the rim at will, really. The issue is he don't want to do that because he might get fouled and he's shooting 44% from the free throw line. I think when guys can't shoot free throws, that holds their game back more than them not being able to shoot threes. Especially when you're talking about people who have pretty much no trouble getting to the rim. But they don't want to, stand out there on that line by themselves because they're not good free throw shooters. I promise you, if Ben Simmons could shoot 80% from the free throw line, his offensive game would look so much better. Also, yes, he does need to get a mid-range game again. A mid-range game, get you a little in-between, get you a little 15-footer, get you a little, jump hook, get you things like that. But again, I guess the whole point of this is, man, everybody does not need to be a great 3-point shooter, and I hate that we have let Steph Curry and the Warriors poison our brain like that, and think that and the Rockets play a part in it too, and think that there's only one way to win basketball games, because that isn't true. So that's my column for the day, and Pavy's Daily Takes.